Welcome everyone to the channel The Final Fame. This video is about the actors who died over the past year. Enjoy watching. Alan Arkin, an American actor, director, musician, and writer, passed away in June 2023 at the age of 89. An Oscar, Tony, and Golden Globe winner, Arkin was one of the most respected and versatile actors of his generation. He excelled in both comedy and drama, demonstrating a wide range of talent and an ability to create memorable characters. From the Soviet submariner in The Russians Are Coming, The Russians Are Coming, to the eccentric grandfather in Little Miss Sunshine, Alan Arkin left an indelible mark on film and theater history. This article is dedicated to the memory of Alan Arkin, his life, his illustrious career, and the roles that made him a legend. Early life and theatrical development. From folk music to the stage. Alan Wolf Arkin was born on March 26, 1934, in Brooklyn, New York, to Jewish immigrants from Russia and Germany. He grew up in Los Angeles, where his family moved when he was 11 years old. Already as a child, Arkin showed an interest in acting and began attending a drama club. After graduating from high school, he attended Bennington College, where he studied drama. Early in his career, Arkin was interested in folk music and sang in the band The Tarriers, which had a hit with the Banana Boat song in 1956. However, he soon decided to focus on his acting career. In the 1960s, Arkin began performing on the Broadway stage, quickly gaining critical and audience acclaim. In 1963, he won a Tony Award for Best Actor for his performance in the play Enter Laughing. Film debut and instant success, The Russians Are Coming. The Russians Are Coming. In 1966, Alan Arkin made his film debut, playing the lead role in the comedy The Russians Are Coming. The Russians Are Coming, directed by Norman Jewison. This role brought him worldwide fame and an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Arkin brilliantly played the role of Soviet submariner Lieutenant Rozanov, who accidentally ends up on the American coast. His performance was both funny and touching, demonstrating his ability to combine comedic talent with dramatic depth. A diverse career. From comedies to dramas. After the success of The Russians Are Coming. The Russians Are Coming, Alan Arkin continued to actively act in films and on television, choosing a variety of roles that allowed him to reveal his acting potential. He has acted in comedies, dramas, thrillers, and even children's films, demonstrating his versatility and ability to adapt to different genres. Some of his most famous works include Wait Until Dark 1967, Roth, a psychopath who terrorizes a blind woman. The Heart is a Lonely Hunter 1968, John Singer, a deaf-mute man who helps others. Poppy 1969, Poppy, a single father trying to get his children out of New York City by boat. Catch-22 1970, Captain Yossarian, a bomber pilot trying to avoid being drafted into the war. Edward Scissorhands 1990, as Bill, Edward's neighbor. Glengarry Glen Ross 1992, as George Aronoff, an unsuccessful real estate salesman. Gattaca 1997, as Detective Hoover. Little Miss Sunshine 2006, as Edwin's grandfather, an eccentric drug addict and dance instructor, for which he won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Argo 2012, as Lester Siegel, a Hollywood producer. The Kaminsky Method 2018 to 2021, playing Norman Newlander, agent and friend of Sandy Kaminsky. Michael Douglas. Directing and writing. Multifaceted talent. In addition to his acting career, Alan Arkin also tried himself as a director and writer. He directed several films and television series, and wrote several books for children and adults. Alan Arkin's legacy, mastery, versatility, and influence. Alan Arkin was not just a talented actor, but a true master of his craft. He was a versatile actor capable of playing a wide variety of roles, and his work had a huge impact on film and theater. His comedic roles were funny and witty, and his dramatic roles were touching and profound. He was an actor who could make audiences laugh, cry, and think. Alan Arkin passed away on June 29, 2023, at the age of 89. His passing is a great loss to the arts world. Thank you, Alan Arkin, for your talent, your art, and your unforgettable legacy. Your films and plays will continue to delight and inspire audiences around the world. Rest in peace. Robin Williams 1951–2014 is a name that instantly conjures up images of irrepressible humor, lightning-fast improvisation, and inimitable charm. He was more than just a comedian, he was a genius who could transform the mundane into a riot of laughter and profound human emotion. But behind the mask of humor was a tragic battle with depression, which sadly took his life at the age of 63. Robin Williams was not only an actor, but also the voice of a generation, a man who could talk about difficult subjects with ease and compassion. This article is dedicated to the life, career, and legacy of Robin Williams, an actor who changed the concept of comedy and the tragic vulnerability of the human soul. Early life and comedic breakthrough. From stand-up to Mork and Mindy, Robin McLaurin Williams was born on July 21, 1951, in Chicago, Illinois. His father, Robert Fitzgerald Williams, was a public relations executive at Ford Motor Company, and his mother, Laurie Smith, was a former model. Robin grew up as a shy child and found humor as a way to connect with others. After graduating from high school, he attended Claremont Men's College, where he studied political science, but soon switched to acting. He later attended the prestigious Juilliard School in New York City, where he was taught by John Houseman himself. However, Williams left Juilliard to pursue a career as a stand-up comedian. His performances in Los Angeles comedy clubs quickly attracted attention, and in 1978 he landed the role of the alien Mork in the TV series Mork and Mindy. The series became a sensation, and Williams instantly became famous for his unique comedy style, based on improvisation and physical comedy. Film career. From comedy to dramatic heights, the success of Mork and Mindy opened the doors to big-time cinema for Williams. In the 1980s, he starred in several comedy films, such as Popeye 1980, The World According to Garp 1982, and Moscow on the Hudson 1984. However, his breakthrough role came with his role as DJ Adrian Cronauer in Good Morning, Vietnam 1987. The role, which combined comedic genius with dramatic depth, earned Williams his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. In the following years, Williams starred in many successful films, demonstrating his wide acting range. Dead Poets Society 1989, playing literature teacher John Keating, who inspires his students to think for themselves and pursue their dreams. The Fisher King 1991, as homeless Perry, who helps radio host Jack Lucas find redemption. Mrs. Doubtfire 1993, as Daniel Hillard, who dresses up as an elderly nanny to be around his children. Jumanji 1995, as Alan Parrish, who has spent 26 years trapped in a board game. Good Will Hunting 1997, as psychologist Sean Maguire, who helps young genius Will Hunting overcome his problems. Williams won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role. What Dreams May Come 1998, as Chris Nielsen, who travels to the afterlife to save his wife. Bicentennial Man 1999, as Andrew, an android who aspires to become human. Insomnia 2002, as Walter Finch, a writer suspected of murder. Comedic genius and dramatic depth. The master of disguise Robin Williams was a unique actor who combined comedic genius and dramatic depth. He was able to instantly transform into a variety of characters, from crazy and eccentric characters to deep and touching heroes. His comedy routines were filled with improvisation, physical comedy, and lightning-fast changes of voice and accent. He was a master of stand-up comedy, able to make even the most gloomy audience laugh. In dramatic roles, he demonstrated depth, compassion, and vulnerability, making the audience experience along with his characters. He was an actor who could touch the innermost strings of the human soul. Off-screen, his legacy and struggle with depression. Behind the funny guy, Robin Williams hit a tragic battle with depression and addiction. He spoke openly about his struggles and encouraged others not to be afraid to seek help. In August 2014, Robin Williams committed suicide, shocking his fans. His death was a reminder that depression is a serious illness that requires professional help. Despite his tragic end, Robin Williams left behind a rich creative legacy. His films and performances continue to delight and inspire people around the world. Robin Williams was more than just an actor. he was the voice of a generation, a man who could talk about difficult topics with ease and compassion. His humor was not just entertainment, but a way to understand and accept the world in all its contradictions. Thank you, Robin Williams, for the laughter, for the tears, for the inspiration, and for being you. Will Smith is a name that is familiar to everyone, even those who are far from the world of cinema. He is the embodiment of the American dream, an example of a man who, thanks to talent, perseverance and charisma, was able to escape from poverty and conquer Hollywood. From the funny and witty Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to blockbusters that have collected billions at the box office, from the rap scene to winning an Oscar, Will Smith has gone through a path full of triumphs and trials. However, an incident at the 2022 Academy Awards dealt a serious blow to his reputation. This article examines the life and career of Will Smith, analyzing his ups, downs and possible prospects for a return to the top. Early life and music career. The rise of the Fresh Prince Willard Christopher Smith Jr. was born on September 25, 1968 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He grew up in a family of an engineer and a school administrator. Already in his teens, Will showed a talent for rap and together with his friend Jeffrey Towns created the duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The duo quickly gained popularity, releasing several successful albums and winning a Grammy Award in 1989. However, despite the success, Will faced financial problems due to tax evasion. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the transition to television and gaining worldwide fame in 1990, Will Smith's life changed dramatically. He got the lead role in the sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which aired on NBC for 6 seasons and became one of the most popular TV shows of its time. The series not only helped Will Smith pay off his debts, but also made him a recognizable face all over the world. His charisma, comedic talent, and ability to create memorable characters have attracted a wide audience to him. Film career. Blockbusters and critical acclaim. After the success of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith decided to focus on his film career. In the 1990s, he starred in several successful films such as Bad Boys 1995, Independence Day 1996, and Men in Black 1997, establishing himself as a Hollywood star. In the 2000s, Will Smith continued to star in blockbusters such as I, Robot 2004, Hitch 2005, I Am Legend 2007, and Hancock 2008. He also demonstrated his dramatic talent in the films Ali 2001, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor, and The Pursuit of Happiness 2006, in which he starred alongside his son Jaden Smith. Will Smith's combination of comedic charm, charisma, and dramatic talent has made him one of the highest-grossing actors in Hollywood history. Oscars and a fall. The incident that changed everything in 2022, Will Smith won the long-awaited Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in King Richard. However, the triumph was marred by an incident that occurred during the ceremony. Will Smith got up on stage and punched comedian Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who suffers from alopecia. This act caused a wave of criticism and condemnation towards Will Smith. He was suspended from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences for 10 years and issued a public apology to Chris Rock and his fans. Possible revival. The road to redemption. The Oscars incident dealt a serious blow to Will Smith's reputation, putting his future career in question. However, many believe that he can return to the top by going through a path to redemption and proving that he can learn from his mistakes. Will Smith has returned to acting, starring in the film Deliverance 2022 and Bad Boys 4 2024. Critics praised his acting skills in Deliverance, but audience reactions were muted. Time will tell if Will Smith can restore his reputation and return to the status of a Hollywood A-lister. However, his talent, charisma, and tenacity give him a chance to rise again. Will Smith's legacy, influence, controversy, and hope. Will Smith is a complex and controversial figure in Hollywood history. He is the epitome of success achieved through talent and perseverance, but also an example of how one thoughtless act can ruin a long career. Despite the scandal, Will Smith has left a noticeable mark on the entertainment industry, inspiring many with his example and creating memorable images on screen. His story is a reminder that even the most successful people are not immune to mistakes, and that the most important thing is the ability to admit your mistakes, learn from them, and strive for redemption. Will Smith may never reach his former heights again, but he has already proven that he is capable of overcoming difficulties and changing for the better. And this is his main strength and hope for the future.